Hello fans. Welcome to another video from the Football Fever channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the possible departure of midfielder Fred from Manchester United. But before we start, I'd like to ask you all to subscribe to our channel and show your support, encouraging us to keep producing content. Galatasaray eyeing the signing of Fred from Manchester United. Galatasaray, from Turkey, is attempting to sign midfielder Fred from Manchester United. The coach of the Red Devils, Erik ten Hag, after making new signings and renewing the squad, is already planning to release the Brazilian from the club. The Turkish team is trying to reach an agreement with the player, as other clubs are also interested in acquiring the midfielder. Negotiations between the clubs have already begun for the Brazilian, and they are finding a solution in their discussions. The information comes from journalist Fabrizio Romano. Brazilian midfielder Fred is one of the first names on the list of players to be released by Manchester United in the current transfer market. Despite not being part of Erik ten Hag's plans, the Red Devils have turned down an offer from a traditional European club. However, Manchester United's refusal will not prevent Fred's departure. The club does not count on the player and wants to negotiate his transfer in this window. If the interest remains, Galatasaray could be the destination for the player if they raise their offer. The midfielder will not stay at Old Trafford for the next season. Apart from Galatasaray, other teams are interested in having the midfielder for the current European 2024 season. The Red Devils have made the decision to release the Brazilian international, who has entered the last year of his contract. Galatasaray is in regular negotiations with United for the 30-year-old player, but they have not yet reached an agreement on a transfer fee for him. Meanwhile, Corriere dello Sport states that United has set a price between 10 and 15 million euros for Fred, who cost 60 million euros when signed from Shakhtar. Currently, Galatasaray is considered the favourite to secure the experienced United star. The Brazilian did not travel to the pre-season tour in the United States for personal reasons. It seems he may leave the club in the coming weeks as they look to raise funds for more signings. United has already bought Mason Mount and Andre Onana in the summer transfer window. Currently, they are pushing to secure the services of striker Rasmus Højlund from Atalanta. Additional signings would depend on player sales, and Fred is one of the likely candidates to leave. United has already identified Sofyan Amrabat as a potential successor in the team for Fred. Besides Fred, Donny van de Beek is also likely to leave amid interest from La Liga. However, like the Turkish club, Marco Silva is not willing to meet the price quoted by United for Fred. Fred has been playing for Manchester United since 2018 when he was bought from Shakhtar Donetsk for around 55 million euros. During his entire period at the club, the Brazilian has been a regular starter, but he lost some playing time in the last season due to the arrivals of Marcel Sabitzer and Christian Eriksen. At 30 years old, Fred has already spent 5 seasons with Manchester United, playing 213 official matches. During this period, the midfielder scored 14 goals and provided 19 assists. Fred has also played for Shakhtar Donetsk in Ukraine and Internazionale, the club where he was developed.